Yo, what up? It's your boy, Mr. E, and today we're going to practice solving equation word problems. Today is actually a very special day. It is August 26th, and it is my wife's birthday. So I just wanted to give a special birthday shout out to my wife, Kaylee Ellsbury. I love you. You're the best.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday cake! Happy birthday! Pin the tail of the seahorse!
All right, enough of the sappy stuff. I was thinking, you know what? We're getting really good at simplifying expressions, solving equations, so we need to start practicing with some word problems. And what better way to practice than to play a game of
Who wants to be a millionaire?
All right, so I'm really excited to play with you guys. Let's get started. First question. Taco Grande is open 24 hours a day. That reminds me of Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell so much. I'm so sad they're getting rid of some of their menu, but it is really good.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Taco Grande sells 240 tacos per day. The equation below shows how to find T, the number of tacos that Taco Grande sells in 36 hours. Which is the value of T in the equation above? Is it A, 360, B, 864, C, 3,600, or D, 480? So now that we've read this once, let's go back and let's reread it and see if there's anything important that we need to write. Okay, so we know that Taco Grande is open 24 hours a day, okay? So that might be something important, so we're gonna underline that. We know that they sell 240 tacos per day, okay? And the equation below shows how to find T, the number of tacos that they sell in 36 hours. So we know how much they sell in 24 hours, okay? But we want to find out how much they sell in 36 hours. So we're trying to find the value of T of the equation. So these questions sometimes feel like they're a little tricky, but they're really all not that bad. All we've got to do is solve this equation, and we can totally do that. Another thing that I like to do, especially if I have a multiple choice question, is I like to rule out something that seems a little unreasonable, okay? So one of the answers that seem unreasonable to me is C, 3,600, okay? If they could only do 240 in one day, doing 3,600 in a day and a half doesn't seem very reasonable. So let's see if we can see if another answer would work out better. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our handy dandy PEMDAS, and we're going to start by writing that PEMDAS on the side. That's always our first step. Remember that when we write it, we like to write the M and D next to each other, because when it comes to that step, it becomes first come, first serve. Same with A and S, okay? All right, first we check, is there anything in the parentheses? We definitely have something in the parentheses. We're going to divide 240 by 24. Now, we could go to the side and do standard algorithm or Big 7 or another plan, but I'm going to use the power of 10. I see that both of these numbers have 24 in it, so I know that 24 times 10 would get me 240. So basically what it's saying here is that they make about 10 tacos every hour, which seems pretty reasonable, especially if they're high quality tacos. Before we move on, we're going to rewrite the rest of our equation. There we go. All right, so no more parentheses. Exponents isn't something we really need to worry about in 5th grade. So now we have multiplication. That's the last step. Again, I'm going to use another power of 10. You can stack them up. You could do a box method if you wanted. But I know with my power of 10, that's going to give me 360. So 360 equals T. Now, I see that we have an answer that matches what we've got. Something that is also really important at the end is to make sure that we check our answer. Make sure we didn't make any small mistakes or just rush, because a lot of times the questions have an incorrect answer if you make a simple mistake, okay? But we're going to check to see if we got the answer correct. Here we go.
He's right for 16,000.
We got the answer correct. Yes! First one down. We rocked it. Great job, you guys. Let's get ready to move on to the next one. All right, next question. Miss Valencia buys 8 tickets for the school movie night. 1/4 of the tickets are adult tickets. Adult tickets cost $6 each. Which equation could be used to find T, the cost of the adult tickets Miss Valencia buys? Is it A, this equation, B, this equation, C, this equation, or D, this equation? Now, this might look like it's a little overwhelming because there's a lot of answers and they kind of look the same. There's a lot of similar numbers and random symbols thrown in there. But what I like to do in these types of problems is I like to just solve these problems, solve these equations, and figure out which answer is most reasonable. Let's go back and read through. So we know that she's buying 8 tickets, okay, for the school movie night, 1/4, okay. So I know a fraction of these tickets are going to be used for adult tickets. So I know that there's not going to be a number bigger than 8, okay? Adult tickets cost $6 each, okay? So one thing I can tell right off the bat is each is something we use for multiplication and division. We got to be kind of careful when we're trying to figure out which one. But I know if it's each, that means if I bought 8 tickets at $6 a piece, they would be 48 total. But we know that not all of these tickets are going to be bought for adult tickets. So we know that our answer should not be greater than 48, okay? So which equation could be used to find T, the cost of adult tickets? We're using that letter T again, okay? So we're trying to find that. So this takes a little time, but I promise it's worth it. Go through and let's solve all of these, okay? So I'm gonna write PEMDAS on the side over here. And to save us a little time, because I know you guys probably don't enjoy seeing me write PEMDAS a million times, I'm just going to have this be our one PEMDAS to rule them all, okay? So we've got PEMDAS off on the side. We got our parentheses first. So 8 plus 4, that would give us 12, okay? Before we move on, we rewrite the rest of our expression, okay? And then 12 plus 6, that would get us 18, okay? So our answer is 18, all right? So I'm not super sure about that one. The one thing that I know is that we're using 1/4 of the adult tickets, and we didn't really use any division or multiplication. So I'm not really thinking that this one's going to be a correct answer, okay? Let's try B. We start with our parentheses, 8 divided by 4. That sounds right. If we were going to put 8 into 4 equal groups, we would know there'd be 2 in each of the groups. That sounds like it'd be 1/4. And then we're multiplying by 6. If we only had 2 tickets that we were buying for adult tickets, we'd multiply that by 2, and our answer would be 12. So that sounds pretty reasonable, okay? But I'm going to be a high-quality student, and I'm not going to just stop because I think I have a good answer. I'm going to put a question mark by it, okay? Because that might be our answer, but we're going to come back to that in a second, okay? All right, this one, we've got 8 times 4. 8 times 4, that would get us 32, okay? Bring down the rest of the equation. Now, something I can kind of tell right away as I'm writing the rest of this equation is this is about to be a really big number, okay? And we knew that the number could not be bigger than $48. So I'm just not even going to waste my time trying to do that. You're more than welcome to go through, but I can see that that's not going to be a reasonable answer, okay? All right, we've got another one where we've started off, okay? We're dividing by 4. That sounds about reasonable, okay? But now I'm writing the rest of my equation, and we're subtracting a number that is bigger than another number. That's going to give us a negative number. So would it be reasonable that we would actually earn $4 for buying these tickets? That doesn't make any sense, okay? So that would not be correct, okay? So I think that our answer is going to be B. Let's see if we got it correct.
The right answer for $64,000.
Yes, another one down. 2 for 2. We are rocking it. We are doing such a great job. Let's keep up the good work, okay? We've only got one problem left, okay? If these next problems are going to be just as easy as the last ones, we're totally going to do awesome. Here we go. Let's see what this last problem looks like. Are you serious? Whew, this problem looks pretty tough. But I think if we break it down one answer choice at a time, we can figure this out, okay? So it says, which of the following can be used or be solved using the equation 2 times 36 plus 3 equals n? So we're going to go through one answer at a time and see what would be reasonable and what would not be reasonable, okay? So I think the first thing we should do is just simply solve the equation, okay? So we would start with 36 times 2. This would be something I definitely think we'd want to do off to the side, okay? And we want to multiply by 2. I like using standard algorithm. If you're a person that does box method or any other methods, that's totally fine, okay? But I would get used to it because we're going to be doing this a little bit later, okay? So plus 3 equals n. And then 72 plus 3 would give us 75, okay? So we know the answer to our word problem needs to be 75, okay? All right, so let's take a look at this. 8 to 8, 36 pretzels. I just so happen to have a whole lot of pretzels here. So these amount of pretzels represents how much Ada ate, okay? And we're saying that Rob ate 2 more than her. So if Ada ate 36 of them, that means Rob ate 2 more. I'm just gonna draw some dots because drawing a pretzel with this would be hard. And then Jane ate 3 more, 2, 3. So really all we did was add 5 to 36. So that would give us 41, and that wouldn't be quite our answer. So I don't think this first answer is going to work out, okay? So let's move on to the next one. And this answer, it says 8 to 8, 36 pretzels. Got 36 pretzels again. This was twice as many pretzels as Rob ate. So I know that 8 to 8, 36, if this was twice as much as Rob ate, so 8 to 8 more than Rob, then Rob only ate half of that. And half of 36 would be 18, okay? Jane ate 3 more pretzels than Rob ate. So that would only be adding 3, which equals
21.
So I don't think this answer is going to work out either. So B, not looking so hot. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the next one. All right, this one says 8 to 8, 36 pretzels. 8 to 8, half as many pretzels as Rob ate. So I know that Ada only ate 36. Rob ate a lot more than her. So he multiplied her pretzels times 2. Ooh, that's kind of looking like our equation. And then Jane ate 3 more pretzels than Rob ate. So I know Jane ate the most pretzels. So Ada ate 36. Rob ate 72. Plus 3 would give us that 75. Remember we got that 75 earlier? This is looking kind of promising. But we're going to be high quality students, and we're going to check that last answer, okay? 8 to 8, 36 pretzels. Rob ate twice as many pretzels as Ada ate. So that's going to be 36 times 2 again. Oh, this one's looking kind of promising as well, okay? So Rob ate twice as many as her, okay? But then Jane ate 3 times as many pretzels as Rob ate.
That's a lot of
pretzels.
Find N, the number of pretzels that Jane ate. Jane went crazy and just ate a whole bunch of pretzels. That's going to be a lot of sodium. I don't know if that's too good for her, but that's a huge number, and I don't think that's going to work out, okay? So let's go back to our original problem. You know what? I'm thinking C is going to be right. I wonder if we're going to win the $1 million.
He's won $1 million!
Yes, we did it. We got all 3 of them correct. We are awesome. This was super easy, you guys. You guys are such high quality students. I know you were watching this video and like, man, Mr. E, I could do this in my sleep, okay? You guys are doing a really, really great job with these expressions and equations, and we're really proud of you guys for how hard you've been working. So keep up the good work. If you need any help from your teacher, holler at us. We love you, we miss you, and we'll see you later. Bye.